Hey Miku, do you like stories? Well, I don't care because we're about to have us some story time. I am not cool at all. What is up, everybody? Ed Taco here with a video suggestion by Queen.Tato. You could go follow her on Instagram, and she gave me a great idea for a video asking me of my recollection of Miku Expo 2014 in New York at Hammerstein Ballroom. A couple of people are actually asking me how the concert went, and if you follow me on Instagram, I took many pictures, many videos. I took pictures of the art gallery at Universal Positivity. I took video of the concert when I wasn't supposed to, but I did it anyway because you never know when you might not see her again, so you just gotta make the most of it and record everything you can. Actually, I think I recorded almost every single song worth it. Well, everybody, grab your soda, grab your popcorn, because it's time for a story. So one day, me and my dad were driving to the mall. As we were driving to the mall, my dad taps me and says, "Hey, did you hear about Miku? Supposedly she's coming to the United States." When my dad told me that, I flipped and I thought she was coming to where I live. So then he showed me his email and I clicked, it wasn't even funny how fast I clicked that email. And it said, Miku Expo, California, and New York. When I saw those two states at the time, I was already sad enough because I don't live in those two states. So I was like, "Dad, why are you showing me this?" He looked at me and he said, "Oh, yeah, just thought you'd wanted to know." Later in the day, I went home and I looked up Miku Expo New York, and the tickets were going to be on sale about a day or two later. I asked my parents if I could go, but they said no due to me being in school at the time. The day that the tickets went on sale, I believe they went on sale at 8 o'clock in the morning. I actually woke up at 7 in the morning just to stay on the computer to try to get a ticket. At 8 o'clock, I managed to snag 4 VIP tickets, and I didn't purchase them yet because obviously my parents still said no. So with the 4 VIP tickets in my cart, I went to my parents and asked, "Can I go to the concert?" They looked at me, because it was early in the morning, and said, "No, you have school." The depression on my face when they said no was, it was like my heart was it just broke in half. I came back, and the 4 tickets that I managed to snag were gone. I clicked VIP again, but all the VIP tickets were gone. In approximately 7 minutes, because I checked the time, 7 minutes, every single VIP ticket was gone. And the VIP tickets that were being sold were already bought, but somebody was reselling them for double the price. So obviously I'm not gonna, spend double the price on a ticket. So days, and weeks gone by, tickets were still on sale, and I wasn't going. I'd ask my parents every day if I could go, but they said no because I had school, even though there was a concert on a Saturday. We'll get to that later. About 2 weeks later, tickets were still on sale on the second and the third deck at Hammerstein, and there were some pretty good seats on the right side of the theater that you can look down onto the stage, and there were pretty good seats, and I still couldn't get them because I had school. So at this point, I just gave up. I stopped asking, I didn't talk about it anymore, I didn't look at tickets, I didn't go to the website, I didn't want to think about it anymore. But later in the day, my dad came up to me and said that somebody sent me mail, which I thought was weird because, I never get mail. So I go to the kitchen and I see a envelope with my name on it. Not very excited, I just opened it casually and looked inside, and what I saw was, at that moment in time, was mind-blowing. It was 2 pieces of paper, each of them saying Hammerstein Ballroom, Hatsune Miku Expo, New York. The expression on my face when I saw that, I honestly was just in shock. I just stopped when I read it, and I had no idea what to do. My hands started shaking. My hands literally started shaking, and I just ran to my parents, and I gave them the biggest hug that I've given them in a long time. I mean, I hug my parents all the time, but I almost killed them. That's how hard I hugged them. And the excitement awaited because I had the tickets, but I still had to wait about a month or so to actually go to the concert because I got the tickets in like September, I think. I don't remember. Now the question was, how was I going to get from where I lived to New York? Was I going to fly there? Were we going to drive there? We didn't know. We were actually going to fly, but the tickets were too expensive. And to make the situation even more lucky, my parents always told me that I had school, and which is true, I did have school, but for some lucky reason, that Friday and the Monday were off days of school, which meant I could have left school Thursday and got to New York on Friday to go to the concert on Saturday. So that was incredible luck. I've never been that lucky in my life. And we were on the road to New York. Well, technically we were on the road to New Jersey because I was staying in my aunt's house. It was about an 18 to 19 hour drive and I was exhausted. I fell asleep like 3 to 4 times in that entire drive. I arrived in New Jersey on Friday. I believe it was like some middle of the afternoon. And I was just too excited. I just wanted to go, but I had to wait one more day just to be able to get to the concert. All I remember at my aunt's house was being on my phone and just listening to Miku albums, a whole bunch of Miku albums, just in pure excitement for the next day. So the next day came and I was too excited. I got ready, I got my shirt, I got dressed in seriously like 5 seconds. I was like, Flash, man. This is the shirt that I wore to go. If you can see that. There we go. That's the shirt that I wore. Since it was still early in the morning, we couldn't get into the concert yet, the venue. So we actually went to Universal Positivity, which was a art gallery where you could see a whole bunch of art, and there was a whole bunch of the Nendoroid figures there. You had, you know, paintings. You can listen to music, and there was like a life-size Miku, which you can I actually took a selfie with, and I posted it on Instagram, and I'm just gonna like show it. Universal Positivity was also the place where I got 2 of my posters. I think they're about $10 each or $20 each, and they were worth it. They're hanging up in my room right now. After we got the 2 posters, it was about time to head to Hammerstein Ballroom. Parking was a pain in the butt from my recollection because there was no parking. It's New York, so parking is like pretty much parallel parking or going to like those 24-hour parking places that they park your car for you, and that's what we actually had to go to, a 24-hour parking place. The walk from the parking place to the Hammerstein was actually like a 10 to 20 minute walk, but luckily I have lived in New York previously before I moved down to Florida, so I already kind of recognized most of the streets since I already lived there. So we turn the corner to go to Hammerstein and we see a huge line just waiting there, and that wasn't even the line to get into the concert. That was the line for the VIP people. And there was just, like, they separated the VIP people and they separated the people who just got regular seating tickets. The VIP line was incredibly long, and once we got to the regular seating line, oh my lord, the line was even longer. We were all the way in the back. Luckily, we had seating tickets, so it didn't matter where we were waiting in line because the seat was reserved for us. So as we were waiting in line, I didn't even want to use my phone because I wanted to save all the battery life I can for the concert to record as many memories as I can. So while we were in line, I got to talk to a couple of awesome people. Somebody was playing Project Diva on his Vita, somebody was playing Project Mirai on their 3DS, and it was just an awesome experience being able to talk to people while waiting in line. When it was time to go in, the cheers that everybody had, everyone was screaming, everyone was yelling. I was pumped. They even gave us a little goodie bag filled with stuff, and I still have it. And all I remember is it had a glow stick. Speaking of glow sticks, there was actually a guy who brought like 50 glow sticks in a box, and he just started handing them out to people. Different colored glow sticks. He was giving them out for free. He was like, here, take a glow stick, take a glow stick. Here's the poster for Miku Expo in New York and LA, and the directions for, you know, a map or whatever, not where it was located. So as we enter the ballroom, we go to the 3rd deck because that's where we were, and we were towards the right-ish side. Speaking of buying things, before you can get in, there was a line for like a little store, and that store was the most hectic thing I've ever been to. There was no line. It was pretty much just jam yourself into the crowd until you managed to get up to this table. And once you were at the table, they asked you what you wanted. And you had like a choice of plushies, there were shirts, there was wall scrolls. I actually got a wall scroll, and I got this Miku Expo shirt. There it is. And it's ginormous. It's like an extra large because that's all they had. All the smalls, all the mediums were gone. And you know what? I'm happy that I got a shirt. I don't care about the size. I actually wear it to go to sleep like all the time. I actually am going to wear it after I take this off. I don't remember the number of our seat, but I remember we were on the right side of the seating and we looked down towards the stage. And it was pretty good view actually. I preferred that to standing because I'm not that tall. So if I was standing, I would have to keep hopping up to look around people. Where we were sitting, it was a perfect straight line to the stage. And I'm pretty glad that my dad actually nabbed those seats. As we're waiting for the show to start, We were just sitting there, and they played like 3 songs that were on repeat, just to get the crowd pumped while we're waiting. Me and my dad took a picture together, and we were just waiting for the concert to start. Then the lights dim. The incredible amount of glow sticks going up at the same time was just outstanding. Then on the screen it said Miku Expo New York, and the crowd was going nuts. Glow sticks were flying, you had people cheering. There was this one girl in particular. If anybody went to the Saturday concert in New York, there was this one girl who was wailing. Like, she was screaming so loud. I'm sorry if you're the girl who was wailing and screaming in that concert, but you were really you were really loud. I feel bad for the people who were standing next to you. But anyway, the first song was Sharing the World, which was an English song. Most people don't like it. I don't know why. It's actually really good. I liked it. It was a good start to the show. I don't remember the particular order of these songs, but every song in the playlist I knew, and every song was great. The way they did the set list just kind of went perfectly with the mood of the show, and it was great. One of the most memorable moments of the show probably has to be Glass Wall, because it just sounds amazing live, and she sings in English, so it sounds surprisingly good, because there's not many good English songs, but that one is just perfect. Another memorable moment has to be Luka Luka Night Fever, just for the sake that it was so bright. There was just lasers and lights, and I felt like I was gonna have a seizure. That's how many lights there were. Same thing goes for Secret Police. It was flashing, flashing, flashing. It was just so many lights. It was crazy. From the back, I really swore I was gonna get a seizure. And then the last song played, and when it was over, the crowd is just yelling, "Encore! Encore!" It was loud how many people were yelling encore at the same time. Then it got quiet, and then she came back up for, I believe, 3 more songs. I think it was Tell Your World, which one was it? It was Tell Your World, another song, and I believe the last song was Starduster, and I think Starduster was a great way to end the show, because it's a very good slow song. After Starduster was over, it said, Miku Expo New York, thank you for coming, and explaining the experience is a very tough thing to do, because it just all happened so fast, and we're in June now, and it happened all the way in September, and just still being able to remember most of that is pretty outstanding. It's definitely something I'll never forget. She might never come to the United States ever again, and I'm pretty happy that I recorded almost half the songs. But good news for those who actually went to the concert in New York, it's going to be released on DVD and Blu-ray on July 31st. I already have mine pre-ordered, which is the special edition that comes with a vinyl record, and it comes with like a nice case, and it comes with other things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this story. I know I missed a lot of details. I probably forgot a couple things that I don't even remember. So for those who actually did go to Miku Expo, I'd love to know how your experience was, so share it in the comments down below. I love to read what you guys post. Make sure to like the video, give it a thumbs up, favorite the video, do whatever you want with the video. Make sure to share it with your friends, share it with your family, share it with everyone you can. This is Ed Taku, and I'll see you guys in the next video.